Well, I couldn't come all the way to the Olympic Stadium and not go for like a quick jog, right? Well, I don't know if that was a good idea after breakfast, but I did it. Good morning. Today is our 4th day in Athens. Yes. Wow, it's already been 4 days. We're here for a total of 5 to 6 days, and the first stop is Panathenaic Stadium, where the Olympic Games were hosted. So I'm really excited to go check that out. We're gonna explore the neighborhood of Kolonaki, which is actually where the Benaki Museum is. We were just there yesterday, so we're gonna explore the neighborhood. Apparently it's really cool with shops, restaurants, and all of that. And then the third thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna walk up this hill. Apparently it's stunning views. There's a beautiful blue and white church up there. One of my friends just told me about it, so I'm definitely gonna go there and then find some authentic food today and really eat. So really excited for today, and I'm glad you're joining me. As we're walking, we're passing Hadrian's Gate again, this time in daytime, and the Temple of Zeus. And again, that sad column that fell down in a storm in 1852 that I told you about yesterday. There's some public basketball courts and soccer. Someone's pulling a spin bike. And we have arrived at the Panathenaic Stadium. Apparently, if you're so inclined to go for a run in the early morning, you're allowed to run around the track where the Olympic athletes also ran around, and this stadium can fit around 60,000 people. And what I really appreciate about it is that if you don't want to buy an entrance fee, you can totally just see the stadium just right outside. There's just a little fenced off area, but you can definitely just see it from the outside too if you don't wish to go inside. But of course, if we're coming all this way, we're gonna go in. They give you a little audio guide once you get your ticket. It's a little bit more expensive, to be honest. They don't have like reduced winter tickets here. It's 10 euros per person, or if you are a student or over 65, it's 5 euros. I am so amazed to learn about the history, and I will tell you and show you everything. In the Panathenaic Stadium, the first modern Olympic Games was hosted in 1896, and I am sitting in one of the 2 thrones right now. It's the only 2 seats in the first row in the entire stadium that is throne-like for the king and queen. And then the row that's right beside me on my right and left have backs as well for VIP seating. Just like how today we have like VIP box tickets. And oh my god, there's people running. This is the only stadium in the entire world where it's completely made out of marble, which is incredibly expensive. So there is a benefactor, and his statue is somewhere, which I'll show you. And he helped finance this entire stadium. Your ticket also includes, it includes the audio guide, which I'm listening to, amazing, which is great because a lot of museums and tours, it costs extra to get an audio guide, so you're kind of getting it within your admission fee, as well as there is a tiny museum that I'm gonna go check out with memoirs from like Olympic Games, etc. Well, I couldn't come all the way to the Olympic Stadium and not go for like a quick jog, right? Well, I don't know if that was a good idea after breakfast, but I did it. It's just nice, something you gotta do. Amazing. So it is 9 a.m. right now, and it's the winter months, and there is like literally 1 or 2 other tourists. So this is an amazing thing about coming during low season. I get pretty much the entire stadium to myself, which is amazing. And where we saw the thrones earlier, here is the semicircle where that horseshoe shape meets in the center. And the thrones here were newly created as there was more games hosted right in the center. So the new thrones from the king and queen were placed in the center. And right next to the judges. Oh, I can hear an echo of myself. And here, I believe, very exciting, I'm gonna walk through this. This is the tunnel where the athletes come out. It is incredibly impressive. And another little fun fact is there's the herm's heads on either side of the throne here. And during the games, the older man here you see is crowned with an olive wreath on his head as a symbolization of victory. It's a whole different view when you're at the top. Holy crap. Very, very cool. We're gonna go on the other side. You can see the Acropolis right on top of that hill over there. This is so cool. Also, when I returned my audio guide, you're only supposed to have it for 1 hour. I was like, oh, I'm number 2 on the list because I came early in the morning, and he's like, I know, you're the only person that has an audio guide. And I was like, oh, okay. But now it's a little later, so there's like a school group and a couple more tourists, but still, it's absolutely amazing. Definitely worth checking out. Make sure you climb up Rose 2021 just over here on the other side of the entrance, and in this way, look, you get to see a view of the city. And if you are tall enough, which I barely am, you can see on the other side another view of the city as well. Timing wise, I spent a little under 2 hours here because I'm a nerd and I like to spend a lot of time in all these places, but realistically probably 1 hour to 1.5 is great. Gives you time to explore the museum, run around the track or walk around the track, and climb all the stairs and take tons of photos. So like around 1.5 hours is probably perfect. 1 hour, it's not too big. This is all you get to see really. It's just more like sitting, observing, listening to the audio guide, which I totally recommend. It's free, it's included in your ticket. So that was absolutely way better than I thought. I originally almost just stayed outside and looked in. I'm glad I got a chance to walk in and really sit on the steps and look down. So it's really cool. I'm gonna go to walk around the neighborhood now, so I'll see you there. We are taking the longer and scenic route to the Kolonaki neighborhood. This is through the National Gardens of Athens. It is completely free, and I don't know what time it opens and closes. It's not very clear, but I know it closes late because yesterday night around 9ish it was still open, and it has cafes, monuments, fountains. So we're gonna have a nice stroll through this. A couple of steps away from the National Garden is a Zapion Hall. The columns, can you see how tall they look compared to the people sitting on the steps? Inside the Zapion Hall is a Congress and Exhibition Hall. You can still admire all the detailing. And it's just free just to walk inside the entrance. Changing of the guards in the daytime. Every hour of the day this happens. We saw it at night, just a touch yesterday. Yes, it's true. I had to stop by the same place I stopped by yesterday to get a cheese pie. This is so beautiful. There's some museums here, and this is an academy. Just gorgeous buildings all along the street. I am in the Kolonaki neighborhood. There's a lot of really cool shops around here, and I feel like this neighborhood is where locals actually go. There's like zero tourist shops, and it's a little bit more upscale. The local designers there are from Athens or Milan, and their pricing is a little bit higher as well. It's interesting to shop around this neighborhood. Lots of cafes, restaurants. Again, it's not touristy at all. It's very local. I don't see one tourist person in sight. It's pretty cool, but I would say it's not very dense. So it's almost like you have to know where you're going. This neighborhood's actually quite large. There's also residential, there's banks, there's shops, restaurants. So it's a little bit hard to wander in the sense that like you could just easily come across a residential area. But overall, the shops are cool. If you have extra time after doing everything else that we've already done in Athens, sure, it's because I have extra time. But one of the main reasons why I'm passing this neighborhood as I'm walking up these steps here is because we're going to this city park hill, and it's called Lycabettus Hill. It's supposed to be a beautiful hill. There's a church there, and it's overlooking the city. We actually saw it this morning when we were at the Panathenaic Stadium. One side was Acropolis, and the other side is this hill. So I'm really excited to get here. I believe it's free. It's just like a public area. So we're gonna climb up the stairs and look at the city view. I think those are homeless cat shelters. As I say that, there's cat, more cat, and cat, and view. And I'm not even all the way up yet, so need to get up this mountain. Look at all the cacti that's growing on the side of the mountain or the hill. Welcome. Oh, not welcome. We're finally at the very top. There's a gorgeous church here, a bell tower. This small church, Chapel of St. George, has Byzantine influences. Everything is fully decorated. So after climbing up all these stairs, we are finally at the top, and we can see, I'm so just scared to drop my phone. We can see the Acropolis over there. So this hill is actually even higher than the Acropolis. So we see even a bigger view of the city. And very cool. We can see the Panathenaic Stadium we were at earlier too. So we can actually see everything. Look at the 360 view you get. It's beautiful. I'm heading to get some food, and I just came across this place and I just saw how like packed it was, and it's like 3 p.m. And it smells really good, so I grabbed some sumari from here. It's called Mina Roses. Look how amazing it looks. And it's like a hefty size. Look at that. Oh, I picked the one with cornbread. Oh wow. This is the National History Museum. It's €5 to get in, or if you're a student, it's €3. It closes at 4. It's 3:30 right now, but they're not letting any more people in, which is fine. I mean, I just kind of walked across, just being curious and all. There's tons of museums in Athens, and I can't possibly go to all of them. I'm now at Omonia Square, where you can see the fountain, iconic fountain over there. And there is an archaeological site that's preserved right in front of the Bank of Greece, which is behind me. And here you can see there was previously pottery workshops as well as graves. So the most historic part is preserved here. I did also hear that Omonia Square isn't quite a safe spot at nighttime. There's a little bit more crime there. I didn't notice it only because I've only been here during the day, and I don't go out at night really late. Maybe watch out for that if you were heading out late at night by yourself. Maybe don't head by this area specifically. Best outlet thrift store ever. Grabbed a couple of pieces. So fun. We are heading into Stani to try some Greek yogurt. And here it is. I'm excited. excited to try. Apparently, Greek yogurt in Greece is different than our American Greek yogurt, so I don't know how that's gonna taste like. Oh, sour. No wonder honey. I feel like it does taste like Greek yogurt back home. Like the good ones, like the good yogurt. I didn't get enough honey in the first bite. It's thicker and creamier though. Like better than like store-bought, like supermarket in America. Like it's better than that. The yogurt's like more sour. This place is supposed to be since 1931, and it's like famous for the yogurt products. They have other desserts, but I really want to try this. Like, thank you so much. And this is €4 for the honey and the nuts and the yogurt. So yummy. Must try. Stanny. Okay, I couldn't help myself, but I ordered another dessert. I saw a local get it, so got another one. And yes, this is all for myself. Oh wow, it's like phyllo pastry. It's with cream. Also, to be honest, I am lactose intolerant, and this thing is so big. And it's so yummy. I actually prefer this over the Greek yogurt. Alright, that was delicious. I almost regret ordering 2 desserts, like the yogurt and the dessert. Oh my god, this is the shady part of town. Remember, I was like, I don't go out late and don't go by Omonia Square. Well, I'm here right now because Stanny is close by it, and I don't feel like super comfortable. Anyways, yeah, I like sat there for an hour, and I finally finished both of the desserts. I'm walking really fast because I want to get out of this neighborhood. That is the end of our night for today. Tomorrow we are exploring the beach town and probably the port side town. So let's check that out tomorrow. Ooh, I found another place that sells Greek yogurt. Cheap, 2% and 10%. You know, this outdoor cinema is legit when they printed off a literal English article that says they're the best in the world for an outdoor movie theater. It only opens in the summertime. See you in May. That's so funny.